Hello and welcome back to Ember and Azalea. I can't believe it's taken me this long to sit down and film my QuiltCon 2026 haul. This will be a mix of items that I purchased myself as well as freebies and a couple craft and goes. So first off, I have to share my badge. We got the QuiltCon lanyard on it and then the cute QuiltCon artwork right there. And because it was my first QuiltCon, I got an extra little ribbon attached to the bottom. And then the piece de resistance is my name tag that my sister-in-law made. She made a name tag for everyone in our group using the Ruby Star fabric that has the letters on it taken from previous salvaged edges that they've had. So a few months ago, my sister-in-law messaged me a couple G options and she asked which G was my favorite. I didn't know what the project was for, but it was for this. And so this is the one I picked out. And then she added the rest of the letters based on that one and then did just a really cute pattern around the outside, and we had just attached it on with the lanyard clips. And then this button up here is super cute. It's two cherries. I absolutely love it because it reminds me of me and my twin sister. And we got these pins when we were waiting in line for the Ruby Star booth. That booth had the longest line, totally worth the wait though. They had really cute stuff. And while we were in line, Megan stopped by. Megan, I think it's Megan, stopped by from So Giddy and she handed out some free buttons to everybody. So I picked the ones with the cherries on them. Super cute. And then speaking of the Ruby Star booth, I got a couple really cute stickers from them. So first off, I got this sleeping moon, this balloon dog, this super cute creative juice carton, and this strawberry. I also think I got this washi tape from their booth. It's super cute little fishies. Little fish. They kind of remind me of Swedish fish. They look like the Swedish fish candies. And then they had some fat quarters at the checkout, and I picked out this one I just absolutely love, the blue color and the floral pattern on it. And then I think this was also at their booth. It was a little freebie postcard at the checkout, so I grabbed it because I love the little strawberries. And then next to the Ruby Star booth was the Ruby Star Craft and Go. And the first day it looked like it was making patches using steam and fabric, and you can also do some embroidery and stuff. And I assumed that they would be doing the same project throughout the whole weekend, but it actually changed the second day, or I guess it would be technically the third day. But the project I ended up doing is also super cute, and I know for next year that if I see a craft and go that I really want to do, then I'll hop on it right away. So we ended up making these really cute buttons. I chose two different flower patterns from the same piece of fabric and just popped them onto the button. And it just has like a simple little loop on the back. So I could use it as an actual button, or I'm sure if I put like a safety pin through it, then I could use it kind of like this type of button instead of an actual button on a piece of clothing. But either way, super cute. And then from Stitchonomy, I got this really sweet needle minder, and it says, "You're so lovely." And it's like a little cross stitch thing. And I love using needle minders when I'm doing embroidery, but my mother-in-law mentioned that these are also great to you can actually clip them onto your clothes and then use it to hold needles while you're sewing so that you don't set the needle down on your work table and then accidentally knock it off onto the floor, which I do tend to do a lot. So definitely gonna be using this a lot from now on. Okay, if you are my sister, please do not watch this next part. I'm about to show something I got for you. I'll wait. Okay, so this next thing I found at one of the booths and I had to get it for my twin sister. She has the cutest cat named Fifi, and this is exactly what Fifi looks like same color, same everything. And she happens to be wrapped up on a pink quilt, which pink is my sister's favorite color. So I got this sticker for her and I hope she likes it. And then at that same booth, they had these really cute little zipper pulls, little charms. So I got this blueberry one and popped it onto my cute bag that my sister-in-law made me. And then at another booth, they had this really cute, it was kind of like one of those like candy dispensers, but a little bit bigger. Like they had these little plastic balls in them, kind of like, you know how plastic eggs come with two halves. So I'm assuming it was originally designed for, you know, you could put a couple quarters in and then get like a small toy. Well, they revamped it and reused it to do little things of fabric. So I put in, I think it was like $1 and got one of the plastic containers, and mine came with these little fabric pieces. They're just like little swatches, but these would be so fun to use in like a scrap busting project or just on their own to make just a little something. I don't know. I'll think of something. And then I got from, this is Latifa Safir, I hope I'm saying that correct, Studios, had these super cute iron-on patches. And it gives me, it says woven badge iron on, and it gives me that like Girl Scout or brownie. I was a brownie when I was a kid. Kind of like Girl Scout where, you know, you win a badge when you complete a task. So for this one, in my mind, it would be like, you know, when you complete a certain number of quilt blocks or a certain variety of quilt blocks. But she had a couple other badges that were all super cute. And I feel like you can collect them and then, I don't know, award them to yourself or to a friend or something. But I think it'd be so fun to like collect them and iron them on to like a jacket or a vest or something. It's like the crafty version of Girl Scouts and earning our badges. Okay, now on to the other craft and goes. We went to Andover Fabrics, their booth, and they had a couple things going on. So first off, they had a spinning wheel to win items, and I won this really cute bit of, this is another fat quarter. It's a little floral fabric. And then they were also giving away these cards that have a free quilt block pattern on it. And then their craft and go were these cute necklaces. You got to pick out which fabric pattern. And then they had a bunch of like sticky sequins and pearls and beads and stuff that you can stick on. They had some letters too. And so I made mine with just some hearts, a little pearl heart right there and other pearls. Kind of ended up looking like a snowflake. So super cute. And then on the last day, our group kind of split up to get to the booths that they wanted to see and see the last quilts that they wanted to see. And so I didn't make it to this booth, but my sister-in-law and mother-in-law were so kind and picked my other sister-in-law and me up the supplies to make this super cute, it's one of those corner bookmarks. And it's from the Rachel Rossi design booth. And so they brought home the materials and you just took a piece of felt and the fabric and you folded the fabric, or excuse me, you folded the felt over the fabric and then used some embroidery thread to embroider whatever kind of design you wanted around the corner to secure it and make it into that like corner bookmark. So we did that after we got back on the last day. We did a little crafting evening. Another booth that was doing a kind of like spin the wheel of fortune type giveaway was the Art Gallery Fabrics. And their line was pretty big to do their wheel spinning because there were a lot of really good prizes. One of the prizes I think you could win like a couple yards of fabric of your choice, which is awesome. But the more common prizes were like, you know, a fat quarter fabric, a lanyard, and then I think something else, I can't remember. But I got the lanyard, which ended up working out perfectly because I kept setting down my water bottle, this water bottle, and my mom got me this water bottle for Christmas and I absolutely love it. And I would be devastated if I accidentally left it anywhere. But like I would set it down like literally right next to me to do a craft and go. And then I, you know, would need to find the group and I'd be looking around and, you know, of course it was really busy there. And so then I would kind of be distracted and start walking off and then they'd be like, Gates, your water bottle. I'd be like, oh my gosh. So I ended up attaching this lanyard to it and then attaching it around me. This is actually, technically it's a phone lanyard. It actually came with this little piece at the end that goes between your phone and your phone case. And then that way you can just have your phone on the lanyard. But instead I took that off and just used the clip to secure it around my water bottle and then have that go around me. So that helped a lot. It's super cute. It just has the art gallery made on twill tape and then the other side was fabric. Everyone's was different, so mine was this cute leaf pattern. Another lanyard I got was from one of my sister-in-law's friends, Ivy, also known as Rachel Ivy Clark, and she makes quilts and projects that usually include some sort of data. So this is actually binary code on here. So, you know, ones and zeros, but instead it's with black and white. In binary code, it spells out QuiltCon 2026, which I thought was super cool. And then at the Ben Artex, I hope I'm saying that correctly, they had a whole bunch of little fabric swatches and the craft was to pick out your favorite shades and colors of the fabric swatches and make your own palette. And then you write the number of that color. That way, if you ever went onto their site and you wanted to make a quilt using all these colors or a combination of these colors, you already had the number to go along with your favorite shades. So mine turned out very pastel and kind of rainbowish. I didn't put them in rainbow order, but another little freebie at one of the booths was another free quilt pattern card. Oh, and this was a fun freebie. So gal was passing out these bags from Pearls and Clovers. So they gave a little card and then there's a bunch of goodies in this bag. So one of their little tags, a couple stickers. We got I like quilts and swearing. Use the good fabric. You down with EPP. And then their Pearls and Clovers sticker. The bag also had a little tape measure in it. And then the cutest scissors. Look at these things, they're so tiny. Hold on, let me see if I can get the cover off. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. These are perfect for just popping in your bag if you're kind of working on the go. At the Sewtopia booth, they had a ton of amazing fabrics, and I saw in a basket they had these rolls of this fabric that was already pre-hemmed on the two sides, but then the long edges, or I guess these would be the short edges, are left raw. And the idea is that you buy however many yards you want, and then you can make these into kitchen towels or placemats. I'm gonna make mine into a table runner. I got about 3 yards, and then any leftover fabric I can make into a kitchen towel or something. But yeah, this is a pretty easy project because I literally just have to hem this. So I better get on that. And then I got a whole bunch of free stickers from other attendees at QuiltCon. I definitely think next year I'm going to design my own sticker because I thought about maybe making business cards, but I ran out of time. And what's even better than a business card is a really cute sticker, because then you can put either your information on the back of the sticker, or the sticker itself can have your username on it and show your brand. But then also stickers are just fun. I did make a bunch of bracelets to pass out, so I was able to give those to people, but stickers seem to be kind of the go-to thing to bring and pass out. So first we have Stitch Squad, some cute rainbow scissors from LDH Scissors. This is from Jordan Emmett. Really pretty. And then I got 2 from a bear quilter. An artist cartoonized him. I don't know if that's cartoonized, but turned him into a cartoon, which I think is such a cute idea. So got 2 different stickers from him. And then I got a sticker from Eva Saunders of her Deco Glam quilt. The same pattern of quilt she also made in a mocha color called Mocha Glam. And that one my sister-in-law did the long arming for, and it was on display at QuiltCon, which was super awesome to see. And then the sticker is from Handcraft Happy Hour. And then this one says Sew or Die from Ruthlessly Handmade. And then I got this little packet from Patchwork Threads. And then this one's so cute. It's got a sparkly hue to it, and it says Ride or Die Girls Club lifetime member, and this is by Thunderbird Farm. And then a cute little strawberry and bee from Rose City Originals, one from the Quilting Mill, and then last but not least, one that says New Pantograph Day. And then one of my favorite booths is the Sarah Hart's booth. I've actually seen her before at a local indie craft fair that we have here, and at that fair I saw this sewing machine clip and fell in love with it, but didn't buy it at the time, and I had been dreaming of it and regretting not getting it. And so then when I found out she had a booth at QuiltCon, I immediately ran over and bought one of these sewing machine claw clips. Super cute. And then I also got this really sweet Raleigh stamp sticker, and then she had these little freebie stickers at the checkout. That's the end of the haul. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy crafting.